Hero FinCorp presents Young Turks, 14 years.
What should be the value system entrepreneurs should, adopt going forward? Because that seems to be somewhere in this journey of creating wealth, and which is not a bad thing. But how does one kind of keep that compass correct?
One must not confuse ambition and aggression for bad values if they're done with a value system in mind. But it's something that I think everyone will agree you really find out about a person's values when you have a crisis. And earlier you asked about what you do if you are being threatened of being non-existent. That's also a crisis, and that's a mark of leadership in terms of how you deal with it. And it's happened in the business world. You look at a company like Apple, if you consider it akin to a startup, as it was in those days, did some very interesting work, but was eclipsed. The founder was thrown out. The company subsequently almost went bankrupt. They brought the founder back. Steve Jobs made it the most profitable and certainly the largest company in the world.
2015, I think you're the fastest growing valuation, revenue, even transforming the experience that your consumers get, right? When you were from becoming a follower, you're like the leader in everything, every aspect of consumer experience, numbers, fundraise and all. Now, was Mr. Tata the good luck charm that happened?
Is there a doubt? Absolutely. But I'm actually not kidding at all. So you're talking about good luck charm. Mr. Tata's investment happened last August, I think, give or take. 95% of the capital we've raised as a company, we raised after that.
So it's an honor to be speaking with you. We all know Tata as one of the most ethical companies and conglomerates in the country, and you've done so much for the communities of employees and their families, etc., in Jamshedpur through Tata Trust. How are you inculcating these values and encouraging the entrepreneurs that you're investing in to serve and give back to the communities, their employees and their families as early as possible in their journeys?
I think one has to accept that when you are investing in a portfolio of different startups, there are going to be different styles. It's not one part of a single group. And there may be, hopefully not, but there may be companies that do things a different way. I think if that were to happen, I would want to bail out of that company very, very fast. It reminds me of the time when I was in Tata's, where I was put on the board of a company that dealt in pesticides. And the sales manager came to the board meeting and talked about what a bad year it had been. There were no pests. The crops were fine, and his sales were down, and I left the company the next day. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all our dignitaries on stage. Mr. Tata, we are all very nervous, but the audience would love to have a selfie with you if you permit. So everybody keep clapping, sir. Can we look this way, please, sir? All right, selfie with the audience. Here goes. Mr. Tata, this way.
Hero FinCorp presents Young Turks, 14 years.